And also that when you have good people and saintly people like Ramakrishna Paramhans and Raman Maharishi, as you have extensively pointed to their examples, when they suffer in the way that they did, that to you again is a manifestation of the fact that if there was a God and here are his greatest servants, why are they too suffering this kind of death?
Yes, that is one part of it, and the second is that they themselves then looked for all sorts of explanations.
Are all religions similarly placing this misplaced emphasis on God? Because you quote from Islam, you quote from Hinduism, you quote from the Bible.
Jainism has no concept of God. Buddhism, no concept of God. Godhead has been attributed to the Buddha, but the Buddha was silent on this particular matter.
But Hinduism, Islam and Christianity, which place an emphasis on God, you feel that is completely misplaced.
And Judaism, and all the earlier religions, for instance, among the tribes.
And you write extensively about Buddhism and how you're drawn to Buddhism. What in Buddhism attracts you?
Adit has a brain injury. The Buddha would say, I can't do anything about that. For that you should go to the doctors. But what is happening is that on this primary cause, you have built a 7-story structure. Why did this happen? What will happen when I age? Who will look after Adit when we are gone? I will help you dismantle that 7-story structure. That's the teaching of the Buddha, and that is done by these are constructs of your own mind. Here are ways to understand your mind and calm it.
Calm the mind down by yourself, not by seeking, but not by relying on an outside objective authority.
That's a very important point, because his last words were those: work out your own diligence, your own salvation with diligence. You must work it out.
And you have a very interesting phrase in the book: put suffering to work.
Yes.
Make suffering an agency of action and make it an agency of service. Is that something that you have learned?
Yes, by both of them, and I have seen this is an example of many mothers who have worked, who have transmuted their personal suffering into service of others. And that is certainly, of course, this is among Gandhiji's prescriptions. This is a beautiful sentence of the Dalai Lama. He says, if you want to be truly selfish, help someone.
But let's come back to Adit again and talk about your relationship with him, because I think your book would speak very inspiringly to other parents who have children with special needs. How has your relationship transformed over the years? Have you had a transformation from initial perhaps bewilderment, rage, to the kind of peace and acceptance you have now?
Well, I don't think either of us were ever in rage. Our focus was immediately the child and his needs, and he was a very loving and lovable child from the very beginning, and he has not got this impatience and great frustration in him which he is entitled to, and many children with difficulties have that frustration and anger. He doesn't have that. Yeah, so in a sense our relationship has remained the same, and in this